feature of Energer is our network editor. It is the main interface where you create your project schedules, manage tasks, and explore dependencies, durations, and end dates. If you can imagine an infinite whiteboard and things to do written on post-its, with marker lines connecting them, you can start to envision what our network editor offers in terms of visual management of project task information. We've designed the network editor to be simple to use while offering a large set of features that provide key information at the click of a button. To get started, click on your project name from the My Projects section. You will be presented with the network editor. For today's video, we'll go through some of the basic features available. The network editor offers a large space where you will create your tasks. The menu on the left offers options that help you create and manage your project network. To create your first task, simply drag the task icon onto the canvas. You'll see a task created with some default information. The top area describes this task. Double-click to edit and add a description for your task, and just click outside the box when done. Don't worry about having to click Save. Every change made here is automatically saved, so you never have to worry about losing your work again. The second row includes the unique ID for the task, the best case duration for the task, the related predecessors and successor tasks, and most importantly, the projected finish for that task. Double-click on the duration to set it to a different value. Standard shortcode for days, weeks, and months will work here. See the description below for all allowable types. Next, you can see that the related section is blank. Let's add a new task to see how that works. To add a new task, you can drag the task icon as we did before. We can also click on a task and click on the task icon on the bottom right. This adds a new task and also sets the relationship between two or more tasks. If you look at the related section now, you'll see that the successors and predecessors now show the unique IDs of the tasks that are related to this particular task. The left pointers show the predecessor or tasks that need to be completed before this task can begin. And the right pointers show the successor or tasks that depend on this task to start. Let's add a few more tasks using both these options and see what it looks like. To set up task relationships, you can just click on the task. Select the arrow icon and find the right task, and click on it to establish that relationship. You can also use the arrow icon on the menu bar and click on two tasks to establish the relationship. Notice how the related section is automatically updated as you add the links. Let's add a few more tasks and set up a few links. Keep in mind that you can organize your tasks anywhere you like on the canvas. To delete a task, just click on the box and select the trash icon on the bottom left. To clear out the links from a single task, click on the task, click on the scissor icon on the bottom left just above the trash icon. This removes the task relationships from the rest. If you made a mistake, you may simply click on the undo button. Once you are done adding your tasks, click on the Update button to sync your network with the back end, where all your projected dates are being calculated. Your page will refresh, and you'll see that the projected dates are now updated. These dates rely on the project's start date you entered when you created your project. If you need to change this or any other project setting, you can click on the settings icon to update, and there you have it. Your project network was created, and the projected end date calculated. When you double-click on a task, a second box opens where you can add additional information about a task. The top area for the second box is to add resources that are needed for a task. Let's add a few resources and walk through the process. If you need to delete a resource need from a task, simply click on the X mark associated with that resource. The resource feature is covered extensively in our resource usage tutorial. The most likely and worst case durations are used for various project calculations, including buffered end dates, fever chart progress calculations, and for Monte Carlo simulations. You don't have to enter this for every task. If these are left at the default 0 days, Energer uses the default multipliers specified in your project settings. For instance, if this task is 6 days long, leaving the most likely field empty will use the 1.25 multiplier. So we'll assume that this task's most likely duration is 7.5 days. Similarly, the worst case duration would be treated as 12, which is 2 times. The flags area shows you the slack a task has, and if the task is critical. It will also list important insights about a specific task. The notes section is for you to add any comments you want to keep track of for a specific task. The last section here is for your Gantt charts. The swimlane field is to add this task to a specific swim lane on your Gantt, and the checkbox is to enable or disable this task from being displayed. Watch the Gantt chart video for a more comprehensive overview. Going over the menu bar, clicking on the Energer logo takes you back to your project page. The grab icon is used to move on the canvas. If you click on it once, it enables a scroll feature where you can simply move across your canvas. The selector icon on its right is to select multiple tasks. You can use this to make mass changes, like moving multiple tasks. To move tasks on the canvas, simply click and drag it to its new location. And if you want to select more than one task, use this selector icon on the menu bar to group items to perform group actions like moving or deleting. The spacing icon lets you create spaces between tasks in a more efficient fashion. It lets you add spaces in both the X and Y axis as shown. Moving down, you see the task and update icons that we have already discussed. The undo and redo icons below can be used to revert any changes made. The resources icon takes you to the resource page, where you can understand resource utilization and add resources you wish to balance during scheduling. Watch the resource videos to learn more about optimal usage of your project resources and to run various resource models. The 4 icons below this are for visual filters. The first icon filters and displays all your critical path or critical chain tasks on the page. Use this to help you focus on the most important tasks for your project. Click on it again to disable filtering. The filter to its right is the adjacent or the relationship filter. To use it, click on a task and click on this filter icon to see all the predecessors and successors for this task. You can use this to visualize dependencies and plan upcoming tasks. The next 2 filters are the forward and backward filters, which filter the entire network chain from a specific task. Click on it to understand what tasks or milestones rely on a specific task or what tasks are needed to be completed before this task can be done. The next 3 icons are for your Gantt charts, fever charts, and Monte Carlo charts. Click on them to take you directly to those charts. The search feature helps you find tasks on the network editor and highlights them. The settings icon takes you to the project settings page. The image icon generates and downloads an image of your network editor that can be used for printing on charts for your meeting rooms or for presentation. Use this along with the filters we discussed earlier for great communication aids. These 2 icons on the menu are for zooming in and out. Based on your browser type, you can also pinch to zoom in and out and use 2-finger scrolling to navigate. The last 2 icons are for centering your project to the default view and to enter and exit full screen mode. And that's all there is to our network editor. Hope you found this video useful. Please watch our other tutorial videos for more details on some of our advanced features. If you have any questions, feel free to contact us via email or on social media. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day.